Well, good morning, folks. It's Richard Gene the Fishing Machine here. Let me say this. I've been having a hankering to go kayaking with my kayakio because I ain't been using it. I bought it and I'm not using it. That don't make any sense. So, I found a place that I didn't know anything about, investigated, done a little research, and in Coleman, Alabama, there's a place called the Duck River. And yesterday I located the place, walked around it a little bit. More than anything, I was interested in the watercolor and trying to figure out the most available cover that's in that lake that I could target by using a kayak. And I found out through research, walking around looking real quietly, that the bass is already right by the bank. And that don't surprise me. I'm going to tell you, the dog days of summer, bass will make a big movement in the shallow water. It don't matter if you're fishing Lake Guntersville, it don't matter if you're fishing Weiss Lake, the Coosa River, or even the Duck River. Even though I don't know anything about it, I know what to catch them on. And I'm going to take, and I never leave home without it, that's going to be a black trick worm. I'm going to tell you folks, I have so much confidence in this bait right here, I could go anywhere in the United States and fish with this bait right here and catch bass on it. It's that good of a bait. And I'm going to show you how I'm going to rig it and how we're going to fish it today. A trick worm will catch fish anyway, but if you'll do this, right here, right there is the seam of the worm. That's where it's put together by the mold, excuse me. If you'll take a pair of scissors and cut down that seam, right down that center line, anywhere from 2 to 2.5 inches is usually what I go. Okay, that's about 2 inches right there. Split it like that. Okay. Now usually if I'm fishing aquatic vegetation, which I didn't see none in this lake, didn't see none at all. I seen a few what I call stem grass, but I didn't see no milfoil or hydrilla. There's none in that lake. I will use this bait without a bullet weight. Without a bullet weight. I'll just rig it up, Texas rigged, and then rig it weedless. Excuse me. What we got right here is mosquitoes that's tearing me up. This time of the year, they tear me up, folks. Little black ones. I mean, they're bad. That means that fall is right around the corner. But what I'll do right here, this is a 2/0 EWG Gamakatsu hook. That's my favorite size for a trick worm. But I'll come down right in the center of the head, and I'll come down about 5/16 of an inch, 3/8. Turn it back like that, and then push. See that offset? Push it in there, track it in there so it'll be about flush with the worm. Okay. And then we're going to gauge it. And right there at the center line, go in the center line and come out the center line. That way you know you're straight. And then skin hook it like that. That's the way I'm going to fish it this morning. Let me skin hook it. Like that right there. I'm going to skin hook it. And I'm going to use a 1/32 of an ounce bullet weight. That's right. Tiny bullet weight. And with that split tail right there, when it falls, it will separate right there where you've cut it and do like this on the fall. They can't stand it. It is deadly, deadly, deadly. Now I use a 2/0.
religiously use a 2/0 EWG. That's my deal right here. And I'm rigging it on the flat side right here. Skin hooking it like that. But here's the deal right here. Split that tail up 1.5 inches, 2 inches, or whatever. It gives it a heck of a lot better action. Look at guy. Look at here. This is a good one. Look here. Yeah. I was fixing to say, like my buddy from Ohio, he says, look at guy. Look at here. No, I can't do it, folks. But anyway, there's a good fish right there. That fish was a little bit deeper. And I'm going to tell you, as much as I like a Senko, I believe today is going to be a trick worm day. They're reacting to it a lot better. That's a good one right there. Pretty good fish out of the old kayak. Yo! Bursel, he's always... Well, he eats his dead blame boogers. He loves to eat his boogers, and I do not know why. Let's let him go. Go on back in there. Whoa! He eats his boogers. The doggone man eats his boogers. He ain't supposed to be eating his boogers like he does, but he does. Whoa. He eats his doggone boogers. Whoa. I don't know if I should be embarrassed or not about that, folks. What that was a simple energy burst. I had to get it out of my system. I could not help it. And believe it or not, if you'll do that, it will relieve a lot of everyday stress. Whoa, let's catch another one. I have determined, I don't have a depth finder, but I used the countdown method, and also been sticking my rod down in the water about 7 or 8 feet from the bank right here. It's about 10 feet deep. Drops off quick. Now, that's what we're looking for. Those better fish tend to hang out a little bit deeper. As y'all know, in the summer. And sometimes they'll get right up against the bank. They'll do that too. So I have 2 options right here by paralleling. Fish deeper on out from the bank, or fish right up against the bank with a long cast, presenting it to as many fish as I possibly can. High percentage. See, look here. Here's another one. Oh, he turned it loose. There's a fish. Boy. Y'all see that? Fish come up like nobody's business. Come on in here, boy. Dang. He jumped up there like a tarpon fish. Ain't that big, but my goodness, he's mean. Let's let him go there, old boy. Hey, man, woo, I love it. Fishing is a sport second to none. I love these old red tennises too. Hey, man, whoa! Daggone, I'm ramped up. I don't know why, folks. I can't figure out why in the world I'm so ramped up, but I am. Usually I'm a little bit shy. I don't want nobody to hear me. You know, I'm always looking around, afraid somebody is hearing me. I don't care today. I'm at peace. That little 1/32 of an ounce bullet weight makes it fall real slow. So when I get down there, see, it forces me to fish slow. forces me to. So that's why that's so effective. If you're using a bait and you have it set up to where it forces you to fish low, you've got a good situation going, folks. When you do that, it will absolutely cause you to catch more fish. And I'm not kidding about that. I'm not just blowing smoke. There's fish. Oh my, where are you going? Where in the world are you going, fish? God. I don't know if y'all seen that or not. Oh me. It's amazing how there he comes again. That's how he did when he jumped the first time. Look more like a dolphin than a bass fish. Oh, my goodness. These are some hard pulling fish right here. Okay, you're done. No, you ain't gonna tear the boat up. Get in here, boy. I don't like to grab my line like that. I should have brought me a net. These are pretty good fish right here. Pretty good bass fish right here. Okay. Look at there. My goodness. Just a good solid fish. Let's let him go, folks. Now, clear water like this is pretty clear water. I purposely tie a longer leader. I've probably got about a 16 foot leader tied on here just because of the clear water. Now, if you don't like braid, really, the most high percentage way that I could be fishing this clear water would be 100% fluorocarbon on this reel right here. That's truth. That's fact. But what it is, I love fighting fish with braid. I love the way they feel when they bite. I like a braid and fluorocarbon leader combination on a spinning reel. But facts are facts. I just have a lot of trouble with 100% fluorocarbon line on my spinning reels. It wants to coil up in little bitty coils and wind knots, get a lot of wind knots and stuff like that. See, I'm trying to feel every little bitty something down there on the bottom. By doing that, it's causing me to focus. So if a fish just comes by and just within an inch or two of it just looks at it, I'll know it. I'll know it if he just looks at it. There he is. Oh my. Golly. Woo. I changed rods. This sow belly rod right here, it's a light action rod, folks. And when I set the hook into this one, he felt like he was 7 pounds at least. Oh, he's a good fish, a doggone good bass. That's what I'm talking about. Healthy. Ooh, he's gonna get rid of that hook if I don't watch it. Quit. Get in here. He almost did now. He's kind of hooked funny. right there in the bottom of the jaw. Golly, what a stump. Is that not a stumper, folks? That's what I'm going to name him, a stumper. Let's let him go right here. He'll be 1.5 pounds. Pound more next year. Woo. I tell you, Bursel and Tarvel can hang around with each other and play cards and eat beans and all that kind of stuff if they want to. But I'm going to be out here fishing. I don't care nothing about checkers and cards and all that kind of stuff. I'm thinking that fishing is a sport second to none. Let's catch another. I'm just not moving a bait just to move it, folks. I'm feeling for stuff on the bottom. And that's a good habit to get into. You can feel that stuff, and you can anticipate a bite when you feel some heavy cover. My goodness. There's a fish. Oh, yeah. The reason why I stuck that fish the way I did, folks, is because my point's bent on my hook just a little bit. So I had to make sure that we had some penetration right there. And the reason why I ain't done cut it off, that's a good fish. Pretty doggone good one. The reason I hadn't cut it off is because I've lost my scissors. I've got nothing to cut line with, and my teeth ain't no count. So, I quit. Got him though. The very point. I still got a good hook set. Y'all see it? So maybe it's okay. But yeah, that point, I need to do something about that. I'll try to bite this line, but that's a pretty good one. He's not as fat as some of them, but he did. He come off of that buck bush right there. Let's let him go. There he goes. Well, I done it. I got one tooth that I ain't burnt from biting line. So I got a way of cutting line. Now I'll put me a new hook on. I was lucky to caught that little fish a while ago. Now then, we'll get back after it. Yep, got one good tooth that's good enough to bite with. And that's the one I used, the good one. Let's catch another. Yeah, there's one. I was checking the depth. If I can get him out of there. I was checking the depth and God. Okay. I'm talking now. I was checking the depth of my rod. And when I lifted it back up, I felt that fish on there. What about that? Come on in here to me, old boy. Good fat fish. I wasn't expecting that now. I sure wasn't. Let's let him go. That was a lot of fun. Going back, boy. Shoo! That stinks! Ooh-wee. Look yonder, folks. Look at there, what a daisy. I outrun it. Listen to it. My legs are spaghetti. I had to hit the other gear. I had to hit the fast gear to get back to the truck now because that's going to be a doozy. Let's get up here where we can see it. Yeah, look at there, what a daisy. That's our good one right there, folks. Ooh, there's a lot of rain in that one. A lot of rain in that, and that's nothing but heavy rainfall right there where I'm pointing. Can y'all see that? Ooh wee. Okay. I want to say God bless each and every one of y'all. Thank y'all for all the great comments. Hey, woo. And remember, go fishing when you can, because it's good for you.